Hari Om. So, to continue with 270 of the Celestial Song, in this particular verse, the Lord explains as to who could attain peace. And the verse, of course, we have seen in the previous days, but again I will recite the full one. It goes like this. आपूर्यमानम् अचलप्रतिष्ठम् समुद्रमापप्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वक्कामां यं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी तद्वक्कामः. So here it very clearly says as to who can attain pleasure and who cannot attain pleasure. The man who is moved by desires and pleasures clearly says cannot attain peace. Then who will attain peace? He alone attains peace who has conquered all desires. Here we can see from a lower standpoint also, one is the peace or moksha or nirvana or kaivalyam or whatever it is. Other one is, even if you take youngsters, in case in an youngster, if the desires are more and diversified from their goal of attainment, then they don't reach the goal. Just imagine there is a young boy who wants to be a cosmonaut and wants to hold the pen of NASA. NASA, they gift a wonderful pen of a cosmonaut. The body is that of a cosmonaut or of a space shuttle or a cosmonaut, whatever it is. And in that case, the focus and the goal is towards that. And in that case, if they don't put forth or strive for the stipulated amount of studies in a day, it can be either 18 or 20 or 16 hours based on one's capacities and situations. Just imagine, only whenever there is an online class, they are in front of the system, and rest of the time they are in front of the system but engaged with other activities. Then will they be in a position to meet? Yes, exceptions are there. There are certain people called as ekasantagrahi, in the sense, just if they listen once, they cognize and they reproduce as it is. In fact, in our own family, my great-grandmother was an ekasantagrahi. She used to lie on the swing in the Kacheri hall. That is a big hall like the banquet that we had in our village. And being a traditional family, in one corner we have the fireplace for Nitya Agni Homam. And every day Vedic rituals happen, and some of the other sadhus and sannyasis used to come home on a regular basis. Only after feeding and offering them, the household people would have their food. This great grandmother of mine, who was very young girl in those days, Whatever they recite, one stroke she listens and she reproduces. Of course, even now there are so many like that. There is something called Samsthan, Bhaskaracharya Samsthan in Sindhanur, supposed to be a very famous. There also is a realized master called Bhaskaracharya. At a very young age, he attained Samadhi. And the whole clan is called as Bhaskaracharya. The initial is B. Like that, there are many where the world has recognized, and there are billions where the world hasn't recognized, because for them the world is no world. It's something beyond. As we have seen in the other day, how the day and night differs from a realized master and to an ignorant. They're in that particular state. So the ocean is filled with water, getting back to our verse, flowing into the form, all sides, isn't it? The ocean is filled with water, flowing into it from all the dimensions. In the sense, what? All the rivers are coming and joining the ocean. But the ocean remains immovable. Similarly, in a man, or in an individual, or in a person, in whom the desires flow. Yes, in the mind, the surface of the mind, the waves, yes, desires may come and go. They may rise and fall. But this particular individual is not affected even an inch by that. And neither he gets affected, nor he craves for desires and for the fulfillments, nor he runs behind the mad horse called desires. Then he attains peace. So now the Sthita Prajna, the Lakshana or the quality is compared to the ocean. The pain also merges into the same reality and disappears. Not only happiness or desires, even the pain. Yes, pain may be there, but they don't go behind the pain. That is one state. And dispassion towards the pleasures is one thing. In the sense, if somebody serves Panchapaksha Paravanas, or one square meal, as you see, not that one doesn't eat. Yes, they may eat. They may say, yeah, this is good, this is juicy, yes. But that lingering on to that is not there. That hangover, the whatever they call it, that will not be there. If somebody asks, they may give a feedback, yes, this is good, this is not good, this can be improved. Yes, all that will be there at the superficial or the transactional level. But deep inside, everything is good. Everything is fine when it comes to themselves, when it comes to oneself. Yes, when it comes to others, that they might advise, they might say this is better, this, yes. In case the child falls, they don't sit still. Yes, they may take the child and cudgel the child, pat the child. In case if there are some bruises and wounds, they might apply some ointment and all. Yes. If a student has done well, they might appreciate, wow, you have danced well, wonderful, you have chanted good. Yes, all these things will be there. But deep inside is the state. It continues. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.